Now, one of the things that we've been seeing coming from China is that a lot of big institutions, big investors have been saying now is the right time to go and invest into China. We have seen big billionaires, David Tepper, Ray Dalio, to say that, saying that now is the best time to go and strategize and invest into Chinese market, buying companies like NIO, companies like Baba. And the reason why I'm taking you back there is that today we read that Citi apparently came and also gave a good comment about the Chinese market. Citi, as in the screen, you notice that they are saying that latest analysis, and this analysis was done in 12th of February, suggests that despite the recent rallies, Chinese tech stock are not yet overvalued, meaning that companies like NIO are still way undervalued. They are not overvalued. Alibaba, it's one of the Chinese equity or Chinese stock that this week did the most, and Chinese or Citigroup is saying still with that they are not overvalued at all. That's where investors need to flock and look for opportunities to buy. They are saying the sentiment, the crowdness onto Chinese equities remains low, which this shows you that, of course, there's not much people yet going to Chinese stocks, but there is opportunity there, which is why billionaires institutions are saying so, right? I mean, as of February 25, as of February 2025, leading investment bank including Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, BlackRock have highlighted several Chinese concept stocks as prime investment target for foreign institutional investors. These recommendations reflect strategic focus on the promising sectors and companies within the Chinese market. The following Chinese concept stocks have been identified as key targets by the foreign international investors. These stocks include Alibaba, Liolo, PDD Holdings, Baidu, and NIO. So NIO is one of the stocks that these foreign investors, big investors, have been eyeing to say that there's opportunity here. This is what you can look at if you want to buy Chinese equities. And this is a very, very good thing. But when I read this list, I must say, I wondered why they didn't put Xpeng. But they are saying NIO, Lioro, when it comes to electric vehicle companies, these are the two companies that you ought to be investing in, which is something that is great to see NIO getting this kind of recognitions from big institutions, big financial institutions, especially some of these big institutions knowing very well that sometimes they would come and downgrade NIO, but they know very well that NIO is a company which makes a huge difference into Chinese EVs, which is why China will never allow NIO or companies like NIO to fail, because they have made a name for themselves, not just in China, but globally. And it is for this reason that NIO will forever be that company that is very close to the Chinese government, because they are doing things that other companies are doing. They continue doing and in deploying technology that other companies are not deploying, which this is something that is very important. And it is for this reason that Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Deutsche Bank, and Citi will come and say, buy Chinese. 4 weeks back or last month, we were talking about $1.8 trillion fund or Norway fund, indicating that now is the good time to, of course, inject money into the Chinese equities like NIO, which this, again, it shows you that there is opportunity there. In fact, for a company like NIO that has not even rallied at all, still trading within it's close to the 52-week lows, simply means that it has not done anything as yet, and therefore those that buy NIO will sit with an opportunity of easily doubling their sales from where NIO is currently selling, it's trading at. So because from here to $9, it won't take that long. I tell you, it will come so fast in a way that people would wish that they'd taken this low trading share price of NIO as an opportunity to increase more shares, increase more holdings, because they will be seeing the blue sky that we have been talking about onto this channel. So these big institutions, Citi, Goldman Sachs, they're saying right now is the time to buy Chinese equities. Right now is the time you look at buying Chinese equities, and they are talking amongst themselves. We know that this is a good sign. It's just that sometimes these very same guys, you will be surprised that next week they come and downgrade NIO. They come and say bad stuff about Chinese equities, Chinese economy. But we know now, we are smarter, that the reason they do that is to take the share price down so that they buy more. This is what we've been seeing. This is what we have been reading coming from, of course, these institutional investors. And we know better. We know that once they come and downgrade, they do that either for two things, and mostly either there is no opportunity anymore, or they want to short that company so that share price it goes down and they buy it cheap. And chances with our NEO we know that they are doing so, or they come and downgrade time and again to make sure that they buy NEO cheap. And we know we are not going to let go. They are not going to get us. They are not going to get our shares, because as they buy, we'll be buying. As they bash NEO, we'll be buying, because we know what we own and we know where NEO could be in the future. So yeah, man, I am happy, I am excited, and reading this kind of news, reading this kind of content coming from Citi, coming from Goldman and other institutions, talking good stuff about the Chinese market, taking good stuff and picking NEO as their favorite. It speaks volumes, and it tells you and me that they really see the potential that lies within NEO. They really see not only where NEO is right now, but they also see where it's headed. And because of the massive potential, they are sticking with NEO. They are doing whatever they can so that at least they stick with NEO, they get with NEO, they take this low trading price as opportunities to invest, to buy more shares. We went through some of the transactions which these big financial institutions are doing onto NEO, and I must say, don't listen to just what you hear from these guys. They might come and say something today, tomorrow they are doing something else. They write some of these articles based off what they are saying, or they react and downgrade companies like NEO based off a figure they saw for a specific month, like deliveries. They can come and downgrade NEO based off the deliveries not meeting their expectations for 1 month, but immediately after 2 months, NEO going back to their expectations, they will increase their price target. So as you are investing, lesson learned is that you need to remain long, you need to know what you are doing, you need to do due diligence, and you need to have someone to tell you about these latest developments about NEO, which what better way than to always come to this channel, because we're talking about what NEO is doing, we're talking about the latest developments, anything that has an impact onto NEO we cover on this channel. And therefore you following this channel is not a waste of time. It's a win-win, because you know what you are owning, you know, get to know some of the latest developments coming from NEO. So yeah, man, let's look forward, let's load the boat. But if you want to sell, you can jump off the boat, it's up to you. I cannot tell you what to do because I'm not certified to do so. But as for me and the few other new investors, we're going to take the low trading price as opportunities to increase our holdings, because we know it's a no-brainer that blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. That's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it takes me some time to make this video. Share this video so that it reaches as many people as possible, the short sellers, the naysayers, so that the very same big institutions that came sometimes and bash NEO, downgrade NEO, they are now saying NEO it's one of the best companies that you can buy in China. That's all from me, and God bless you all.